Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper, Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodgers, and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we'd best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now off to the inn we go. Okay, seems like there's nothing else. Welcome back, Professor. I've been so looking forward to your return. Thank you. Was there something you wished to discuss with me? Oh my, yes. Listen to this. One of the guests here just performed a doze and dash routine on me. The man's gone, and so are all his things. I'd like you to bring him back. I'm a businesswoman, after all. How can I run a business with scoundrels skipping out on the bill like this? Get them to pay first. Would you mind if I looked around the man's room? Please do. Look at it all you want. Here, I'll show you in. Whoa, what a mess. Yuck. Ugh, it's disgusting. What an absolute pigsty. This whole place stinks of smoke, and there's trash everywhere. Beatrice, can you describe this guest's appearance for me? Well, he had a sharp mustache, and it was pretty clear he wasn't from around here. That was obvious. A mustache. Reeks of smoke. Oh. Do you suppose she could be talking about Inspector Chelmy? It doesn't look like him. Inspector Chelmy, isn't he the self-important windbag who's been up at Reinhold Manor? No, that's not him. The man who stayed here just looks so much more evil. He was wearing a long trench coat. I'm sure you know the type. Oh, where could he have gone? Where could he have run off to? Sorry to ask this, Professor, but would you be a darling and find the thief who skipped out on his bill? Doing your dirty work for you. Let's look around for a puzzle, if there's anything left. Oh, she has a puzzle for me? I'm counting on you to catch the no-good fiend who skipped out on his bill. But first, have a puzzle. That's it. Alright, where should I find this guy? Be a darling and find that bill-dodging thief. Honestly, how are we ever going to make progress on our search for the golden apple? Things are looking good. No one knows anything about the item in question, and we have no leads. I'm beginning to wonder if this golden apple that everyone is in a flap over even exists. Now, Luke, I wouldn't say we're without any leads. Think, my boy. There's a place in St. Mystere that every villager has warned us to stay away from. What do you mean? The tower, Luke. No matter who we ask, no one seems to know a thing about the place. I suppose for a moment that the tower has something to do with the golden apple. Then it follows that the people of St. Mystere, scared to draw near the tower, wouldn't know anything. Oh, that makes sense. Process of elimination. Of course, we need to investigate that tower. The Tower of Friendship and Fun, or whatever you guys called it. The tower marks the far northern border of St. Mystere. Let's search the road north of the market for a route to the tower. Search the village for a path to the tower. Save. I don't know if I'll go for a full chapter, but I'll go for a bit longer. It's getting really late. Wait, what is this here? Oh, this is Archibald's place. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, there we go. Got something. Just gotta tap everything. There's a hidden puzzle here. Puzzle number 119. Red and blue 1. Pokemon? Oh shit. It's one of these. The box below holds blue and red balls. As you can see, the color of the balls and the color of their respective areas don't match. Slide the balls around the box so that red balls are in the red area and blue balls are in the blue area. This is something that was in Machinarium, wasn't it? And this one hurt my brain when I was playing that game. There was a puzzle like this in Machinarium, I think. And I didn't like it. Obviously, I'm doing it in like way too many steps. I don't have a step limit, I know, but there has to be an amount of steps minimum you can do this. That's what makes it more fun, because obviously you can just trial and error it forever. But what do I do after that indent? I mean, I have to move everything to the bottom slot after the indent, and then to the top slots. So it's like a three-part puzzle for each side, and then double that, basically. Yeah, this doesn't work, because there's 3 balls. So the blue one can't move to the right side. You have to maybe transfer 2 reds at once? This is right, right? Then move this here. Move this here. Can you really do it in 30 steps? Oh my god, what am I doing wrong if it's 30 steps? Oh, whoops, I think I messed it up. Okay, so -2 there. I did it in 40.
I did it! Yes!
Ah. This puzzle can be completed in 30. Shit, how do you make it in... How do you do it in 30? That puzzle was a tough one. Who the hell are you? Oh, what's that on the ground? Oh, I see the tower on the top. It appears to be a scrap of paper. Can you please read what's written on it, Luke? Leave it to me, Professor. The boss hasn't been himself since Lady Violet's passing, and he shows no signs of recovering. That's why I've decided I'll make one as a tribute to Lady Velvet. I'm sure it will put a smile on his face. This guy doesn't make robots, does he? Is Dahlia a robot? Or like some kind of synthetic human? Ah yes, now it makes sense. Could our mystery author be him? Author? Author, there's a writer in town. I've worked my fingers to the bone trying to cheer up the boss. Looking out over St. Mystere. Over, so it's a guy in the tower. I see a thriving, bustling village. With so many villagers to keep him company, maybe he can finally be happy again. Oh my god! Are the villagers not human? Is that why they look funny? I'm gonna go with that explanation. They look funny because they're not human. That's the end of the page. Professor, what's the matter? You look deep in thought. I can't confirm my suspicions at the moment, but I think it's safe to say this goes deeper than we thought. The villagers aren't human! Oh shit, it's a puzzle. Look, it's a hidden puzzle. Painting a cube. In front of you sits a blank paper cube that you've decided to paint. You need to paint the cube so that all faces that touch are different colors. Using 3 colors of paint, how many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above condition? Each painting scheme should be different, a different pattern, not just the same pattern with the colors rearranged. Also, assume that you can't leave any sides of the square blank. Would have been cool if you tapped one of these to change the ink color of the stylus. So this is like a Rubik's Cube kind of puzzle? It has to be like B, Y, R. I guess red, yellow, blue would be the proper format. And then on this side, it has to be B, and then R, and then Y. Is there really more than one way? It says that each painting scheme should be different, a different pattern, not just the same pattern with the colors rearranged. and you can't leave it blank. So the most obvious pattern is putting the colors opposite to each other. Blue and blue, red and red, yellow and yellow. There's no trick to this question, is there? It's just one. Because you have 3 colors and 6 sides of a cube, they have to be opposite of each other. There's no other way.
Well, here's my guess.
Oh my god, it really is one.
Professor, I've solved
It's so obvious, though. I always think that there's some kind of trick to it. If you have to paint the cube with 3 colors, then your only choice is to paint opposite sides of the cube the same color. As seen in the diagram above, even if you were to change where you used each color, rotating the cube proves that you're just reusing the same idea of painting opposite sides of the same color. There's only one unique way to color this cube using 3 paints. I could do that puzzle standing on 1 foot! Okay then. Alright, creepy lady. Martha. Yeah, my oh my. It's not every day I see a handsome buck around these parts. Your looks are impressive, dearie, but let's see if you've got smarts. Try this puzzle on for size. I'd be happy to solve any puzzle you have, madam, but I don't believe we've met before. You are... Hiem Niem. You want to know my name, dearie? I'll tell you as soon as you solve this puzzle. Aces and the Joker. 40 picarats. That could be hard. You've scattered a deck of 52 cards and 1 Joker face down on a table so that you don't know which card is where. Next, you start turning the cards over one by one. Assuming that you can't flip the same card twice, what are the percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the Joker? Oh shit, this is math, isn't it? So there's 53 cards. 1 out of 53. No, 4 out of 50. Shit, how do you do this? Is it like 4 out of 53? 3 out of 52? 2 out of 51 and 1 out of 50? And then 1 out of 49? Is that how you do it? There's 52 cards in a deck plus a Joker, so 53 cards altogether. It's simple math? Is it really? I think I'm doing this way too complicated. I'm inputting a lot of numbers. Okay, let's say it is 20%. How did you find 20%? Let's say 20% is the answer. What are the steps you need to take to reach 20%? But you're not telling me. You're telling me the answer. You told me the answer is 20%, so it's not even a clue. So it's already spoiled. So tell me the show your work portion of 20%. Only 5 cards matter. 48 don't matter? Yeah, that's actually a really good way to summarize it. If you delete the other cards from play, it wouldn't be 52 cards, 53 cards. It's 53. 52 plus 1. It would be 5 cards if you just did that. Yeah, the method is too difficult for children, that's true. But why even have this kind of puzzle then? I mean, it's not really a puzzle, it's actual math. Like, I don't doubt that the answer is 20. Okay, let's say the answer is 20. But I'm curious why the answer is 20 and why you ignore 48 cards. Like, the reason why I'm not just like randomly pressing buttons and stuff is because I'm actually trying to figure out why. Like, why the puzzle is the way it is. Is it like a wordplay? Is it like some kind of equation? Is there some kind of secret method, like going diagonal instead of straight lines? There has to be a why, and because this is math related, there has to be a reasoning behind reaching the solution that you got. Because it's too big is not a rule. It's, well, this is a game, so it shouldn't be big. That's not a rule. Okay, so if you turn a card that's neither ace nor joker, you can ignore it, since it won't change the outcome. I see. That's what you should have said then, instead of saying you can see 5 cards. Seeing these cards here means nothing. Ignore this. Just ignore it completely. This is not visual information for you. The information is in the top screen. Ignore this bottom part completely. It does not matter at all. That explanation makes sense. If you technically ignore everything you flip except for an ace, well, you're not supposed to use the bottom to solve the puzzle. You're supposed to use the question. It's problem solving. So if somebody gave you this on a math test, and you're doing like the probability chapter or something, you don't have this picture. You just have the words. That's how it works on a math test. That's why I'm asking why. You have to explain the reason why, like, this question on the top screen is the way it is. The bottom is nothing. You just ignore it. The bottom is just visual help. If you want to like get help visualizing what they're talking about. Just like the liar one. Yeah, but the pictures don't really do much for you. Yeah, it's not... It has nothing to do with the picture. The picture is just there for, I guess, flavor. That's the best way to put it. This card... this line here means whenever you flip a card, it stays flipped. And with that logic, what are the odds, percentage odds, that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker? Yeah, No Name explained it pretty well. It's the flipping thing that it is stupid. Okay, let's see what the game says. I wonder if the game has an explanation for it that makes better sense.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Yeah, shut up. While it may seem like you need to take other cards into account, no card in the deck, save the joker and 4 aces, plays any part in calculating the percentage. Knowing that you only have to deal with 5 cards in your calculation, the rest is easy. You have 5 cards to flip, so you need one of those 5 cards to be last. So your answer is 1 out of 5. So if you turn a card that's neither ace nor joker, you can ignore it, since it won't change the outcome. It doesn't matter if you turn ace, 10, ace, ace, joker, since the 10 doesn't change the fact that you drew ace, 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 joker. Hence 3 aces before joker. It's stupid. It shouldn't, math should not be like this. Like, real world math does not work this way. If you were to actually calculate the real percentage odds of doing this, it would be a very, very, very low percentage with 53 cards. Because I got this really huge number when I did it, and I don't think that the game would allow me to put in that number. Well, she is drunk anyway, right? We did establish that she was drunk. Hehehe, yes, indeed, that's right. Smarts and looks. You're just the total package, aren't you? That's your explanation, yeah. Oh shit, I missed it. Nyam nyam nyam. I don't think I've mentioned how much I also enjoy the company of handsome gentlemen. Professor, don't we have somewhere to be right now? Yes, we do. Actually, what is this? I think this is a dead end. And this does appear to be the only road, doesn't it? Gosh, that tower sure looks awfully ominous, doesn't it? Seeing it up close, I can understand why the villagers are so scared of the place. Let's take a closer look at this wall. There might be more to it than meets the eye.
What?
And who might you be?
Well, I'd rather not say. Huh? Why not? What are you hiding?
We seek access to the tower. Do you think you could help us, miss?
The tower? Huh?
Oh, wait!
What in the world was that about? Huh? Professor, what's this? A Ferris wheel ticket? Very curious indeed. Luke, that girl may have dropped this to tell us where we should head next. But why would she want to help us? Your guess is as good as mine, Luke. Still, I can't shit. That was an accident. I can't shake something. Well, your intuition hasn't ever been wrong. Let's see what we can find around the park's Ferris wheel. Yeah. Yeah. Who else says that? Somebody else says that, doesn't? I think someone else says that. That's right, Layton. Go straight to the park. You've been a thorn in my side for too long. I think it's about time for you to disappear. For good. Wow, who was that? Oh, that was the chapter. I guess we're done then. Wait, why didn't it ask me to save? Okay, there's 2 jokers in a deck. Don't you know Twisted Fate's joke or something? Let's see, what is his joke? Hold on. Let me look it up.
Only 2 jokers in the deck, and I get dealt you.
See? 2 jokers. Even Twisted Fate knows. But for that question, it only counted 1. The guy's there again, waving his arm around. This is the park, right? This park has been closed every time we've come by. Why do you suppose that is, Professor? I haven't the foggiest idea. Perhaps we should ask someone at the town hall. Ah, there we go. That's the end of the chapter. Perfect.